Good morning, my loves. It is an honor and a blessing to be tuning in for you on this beautiful day. Let me just start by saying, what a week. If you're anything like me, last week with the new moon energy and all of that happening, a lot of us needed to really journey into the depths and take a really hard and good look into what actually needs our attention. Where do we need to bring more power and energy into those spaces? Without further ado, let us open the energy. So if you are in a comfortable space or if you feel safe to tune in, I invite you to just close down your eyes and take a couple deep and grounding breaths. We are really going to awaken this creative, creatress, open energy for you today. But we are just first using your breath to invite some clarity into your physical body. The messages here today are deeply embedded in the energy of rebirth. And now using the energy to really activate what actions you are going to take moving forward. So as you breathe in, just inviting the energy of gratitude, thinking of all the things that you are grateful for in this present moment. I'm grateful for breath. I'm grateful for inspiration. I'm grateful for energy. I'm grateful for my challenges. I'm grateful for my hardships. I'm grateful for my blocks because they bring me closer to where and who I want to be. So as you really breathe in your presence today, I ask you to let the channel of information come through. The messages today are going to inspire you to do some more deepward and inward searching for yourself. So as you let the rust of energy come in, thank it for being here with you. And I ask that our guides, our ancestors, our tupuna in this reading today, bring through messages that are going to help support you in your highest expression, that are going to help you in your highest evolution, and help bring creative energy and flow into your projects. Aki Aki, Amini. Okay, so let us start to tune into the cards. And I have some really beautiful ones here today. Let us have a little bit of a peek. So as you can see right at the top of our spread, we have this gorgeous woman who is expressing the excitement and the energy around her rebirth. Now, if you had quite a big week energetically last week, Spirit is telling me that you may have been going through a death process. That means the death of old habits. It means the death of old thinking patterns, potentially the death of old ways of doing things. And it's really important that you step into this new energy with the excitement for rebirth, with the excitement for what's coming, and most importantly, also excitement for the unknown. It's so important to know that after a death process that you will not be the same. Your way of living will not be the same, and that should be exciting. That should be liberating. That should be inspiring for you. You should feel lit up by the opportunity to step into a new way of being, especially the new moon that we've just passed through really meant the end of the end. There are a lot of patterns around your money stories, a lot of patterns around monetizing your gifts, and potentially lack mindset stopping. Those are coming to an end. And in order for you to do that, you must feel excited and inspired about the new process or the new journey that is about to unfold. But the busyness is coming in ways that are going to, number one, clean up your life so you can say yes to more opportunities. And number two, the opportunities that are going to bring you expansive growth. Now, busyness means that I can see you reclaiming your space, recleaning your space. It's like you're going through and organizing or potentially throwing away a lot of things, or even thinking about moving location, whether you have a healing space already or whether you are considering moving house or helping people move house. I can see that physically your energy is going to be needed this week. And so that's why last week you really should have surrendered into rest or slowing down a little bit. Otherwise, this week is going to bring you a lot more opportunities. Now, Spirit is saying really clearly that the more that you can clean up your life, the more easier it would be to pursue these opportunities. Now, I'm seeing that if you had an opportunity come by you and your house was messy or your business background wasn't really good, your business back of house wasn't really neat and clean and organized, or you hadn't looked at your calendar yet, you would say no to these opportunities, even if they're perfectly aligned, even if they've come to you easily, even if they've just flown towards your direction. Now, that is why Spirit is saying to use, as soon as you get off this call, the next 3 to 4 days to really clean up. And that is going to feel busy, but it is going to feel really, really rewarding. That means getting rid of your wardrobe. That means being able to finalize any old clients that you're needing to tie up, or old appointments that you're needing to tie up. Really finalize your healings and your learnings, and really reflect on your finances. So are you looking clearly at your finances? Are you aware of where your finances are going? Are you keeping yourself in a week-to-week basis by spending over your means? The more closely you can look at these parts of your life, the more easy it'll be to say yes to the opportunities that are aligned for you. There are going to be a lot of opportunities to use your creative energy. And if you're feeling lack in any way, that's also an opportunity to be creative. Okay. If you're feeling lack in your relationship, that's an opportunity to be creative. How can you shake things up? How can you do a different date? How can you take your children on dates to help bring that love and energy? I know for me, I love going on a date with my daughter to go and get a baby chino together. And that kind of sparks the love in my heart to come home to my partner, to my son, to my business, because I'm feeling loved and lit up with a little bit of shaking up energy. And so this is what that Eight of Wands is bringing to you. If you are not really feeling that support, if you're not really feeling that loving energy, then you have to create it, okay? Now, another message that's just come through on the side here is that you may be stopping yourself from these opportunities because you may think that people won't accept you, or that you may need to defend yourself, or that you are not going to fit in. The importance is knowing that you aren't supposed to fit in. That's just the truth, okay? You're meant to be different. And if you're wanting to step into the light and into being in the light and being of service to the world, then you have to be okay with shaking a couple heads, confusing a few people, making some people question you. Because trust me, you are not meant to live a safe and easeful of, not easy, I'm not going to say the word easy, but you're not meant to live as safe and I'm actually going to change those words. Spirit, I want some different words. You are not meant to live a boring life. If you were meant to go and get a normal office 9 to 5 job at the bank, and just live your life in a suburban house and just come home and watch TV, then that's what you would do contently. But why do you think you have the urge to do something else? Because you are a divine creation of spirit that is here to help shift and change for all of humanity. Shift and change for your children, shift and change for your relationships. So please surrender into that busy energy that is coming through. Now, of course, on this side, we are familiar with this energy. She is reminding you to come back into the feeling of abundance, even after emerging from an emotionally draining or an emotional life. I can guarantee you that this past week was full of blessings, whether somebody gave you something for free, whether you had a really beautiful and deep catch up with a sister or the friend, whether you had a new job opportunity come forward. And so Spirit is asking you to say, yes, we did have a tough week last week. We had to go through all those learnings. However, what blessings came to you even in your dark times? What easeful moments came to you even in your dark times? I know for me, I was actually feeling a lot of lack towards the end of last week, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that was actually blocking me from seeing the abundance. Now, if you are in the space for creative elixir and wanting to really bring your energy through in a way that is going to be empowering and uplifting for you and also for others, you need to stay connected to the stream of abundance, okay? We need to be able to pour from an overflowing cup into those that we love. And so even out of your dark times, and I'm not saying toxic positivity, I do not expect you to have gone through last week feeling positive and happy dandy the whole time. But what I am encouraging you to do is to tap back into the fact that even though things were hard, your life was still abundantly blessed. Even though your life was tricky, your life was still abundantly best. 222 in the camera right now as I check my timer. Okay. So the more that you connect into this, the more that you'll be able to emerge feeling ready to give energy into your creations and give power into how you are going to show up in your intuition, which is where we're moving into next. If you are pouring from an empty cup, you will not be able to give lovingly. This was a big, big message in our first week together. And so as you tune into this energy, allow yourself to tap into abundance first before you create. Reflect on gratitude before you put your offerings out there. Reflect on gratitude before you take action on your ideas. I know beautiful things can be birthed from lack. Trust me, I've done it time and time again. When I've needed money and I've come up with a quick offering that has made me the money. Okay. However, my most powerful offerings came when I embodied the energy of this woman. So now we're going to start tuning into the energy of the creative elixir and what is the medicine for the week ahead. So on either side of this rebirth energy, we have the 10 of fire. So what I'm being told by spirit is to come into the awareness what has actually come into completion. For some of you, it is some offerings. For some of you, it is the ability to come out of the fire, out of the darkness of last week. Okay, you can see this little smidgen of red, this red bird here. You have gone through a lot of fires, especially in the past year and a half, of needing to burn everything down and start again. And spirit is saying you are not wrong. You are meant to be moving in a new direction. You are meant to be moving in a new direction. But remember, pause and say, what has actually come to an end? For me, in the last 2 weeks, I've unexpectedly ended all my power portal containers. I've had my last session with all 15 women, which leaves me in the space of rebirth, which is definitely uncomfortable because I'm not sure where to go next. There you go. There's our timer, but I'm still going to keep going. You have that beautiful rebirth energy, and trust me, you are not meant to know what comes first. Oh, here you go. This is the big message, the big medicine for you, is that if you are in this creative container, this creative elixir, you are not meant to know what is coming next. If you knew it was coming next, you would stop yourself. Your doubt would stop yourself. You would say, oh, no, I'm not ready to do that, or I'm not ready to go. So you have to be willing to embrace this fast moving energy and trust, completely, fully trust in your heart and your soul and your womb that you will be able to adjust and create as you go. The more you surrender into that, the more easily it would be to create your path as you go, because I can see a lot of downloads have potentially come to you in the past week. A lot of ideas on how you can execute these ideas and step into the window of opportunity. But you are not meant to know, you are just meant to say, I'm ready. My arms, my heart are open, and I'm ready to learn as I go. My arms and my heart are open, and I'm ready to learn as I go. My arms and my heart are open, and I am open and ready to go. Okay, such powerful energy is coming through you for this rebirth. We have the 14, the strength card. This is deeply, deeply embedded in your ability to gather all of the wisdom that you've gathered in your lifetime. For so many of you, it's in that of the being a mother and being a woman. These are big parts, big messages that are coming through. You know the experience of being a woman in hardship, who's been alone, who's been misunderstood, who has reconnected to her intuition and her body in new ways. And so you must know that you are a plant that is rooted and planted in strength and resilience and overcoming challenges. If you could foresee the challenges that are going to come with the blessings, because they come together over the next 6 months, you would talk yourself out of it. And so in this creative elixir space, you're being asked to release and surrender and trust yourself first and foremost. I trust myself more than I trust my challenges. I trust my ability to overcome more than I trust my anxiety. I trust my ability to grow and evolve more than my fear and my doubt. Okay, so creative elixir is coming to you in this moment to present to you the opportunity to go in blindly, move in your heart blindly. I will have some journal prompts after this reading so you can really tap into what it is that you're going to embody in order to move forward. But know that I'm sending you so much love. There is so much confirmation that you are on the right path in this present moment. Allow yourself to nourish yourself and be ready to embrace the big, powerful, and beautiful chances that you have coming forward. So I'm going to end this here and send you so much love. Tap into our guided practice if you feel the call after this. It is a sound healing that I'm about to record, and also just open-hearted messages that are coming. So know that I'm sending you so much love, and I really look forward to tuning in with you next time. Please remember to book a session with me if you're ready, and I am so, so ready to hold you. Sending you so much love, beautiful woman, and we shall connect soon.